Thank you. Barak Mar, Barak Yomo, good day. Really, it is challenging for an Eastern priest to be put in a time frame to speak for a couple of minutes, because we are used to know when to start, but it is not easy for us to know when to end. So, but I will do my best. Thanks for the conference for inviting me to give on behalf of CAPNI, a short presentation to introduce you CAPNI, which is the abbreviation of Christian Aid Program Nuhadra, Iraq. Nuhadra is the Syriac Christian name for the city of Dohuk. And altogether, CAPNI is also in Syriac language refers to Hungary or hunger. CAPNI is the biggest local Christian organization, and by biggest I refer in terms of staff. We are 16 in the headquarters, 16 professional staff in the headquarters, and 70 other staff in the field. And also by biggest I refer for the geography of our work, which covers all over Dohuk and Nineveh Plain, and a couple of activities in Erbil, Baghdad, and sometimes cross-border activities to Kamishli, Khabur, Heseka in Syria. And we are the wider local organization with in terms of network with the local community, local government, and international back donors. I'm speaking for 15 or 16 back donors from Germany, from Netherlands, and other European countries. And this altogether helped us to be the wider one or the bigger one, implementing organization for a wide range of activities. I'm referring for life-saving relief activities, medical care, education, livelihood, etc., that you may think about. But what we do exclusively, different than other organizations, is what we put it in one of our sectors is we call it Eastern Christianity. We are the only organization in Kurdistan and Iraq working in three very specific activities related to our Chaldean Syriac Assyrian community. By those three, I'm referring for the catechesis programs with the native church, and then the Syriac promotion to restore and preserve our Syriac identity in terms of literature, printing books, training the trainers, Syriac language courses, etc. And the third one, which also meets this conference, is the advocacy. We are also active in advocacy. Last year, CAPNI was the only Iraqi organization invited to the General Assembly meeting of UN, and in 2 weeks I'm to be there again to launch the action plan for the faith-based organizations. We are the only one to be there. So this helped us in this wide work. All it is based on the motto. We are motivated since when we started 25 years ago. We are motivated and still with this motto of to keep the hope alive. دنقاوي صبرو حايو. ده هيفي هرب مينت لكي يبقى الأمل حيا. This had been our motivation for 25 years, and this we are committed to do. But of course, hope is not just emotions, it's not just words, it needs to be linked to practicals. And this here, I would like to come to main point or points for this presentation and for this meeting, that for me as a leader or head of the CAPNI and as a priest, for me, it was easier in around 3 years of displacement of our people. It was easier for me to convince them in the last 3 years than now. In the last 3 years, I will convince them to give them hope that one day is coming that you'll go back. Now, when this moment came, the reality moment came, the big question is coming, was it a hope or an illusion? So this is, we are in challenging. Too many challenges are ahead of us. I'm not speaking about the political security, which had been almost addressed, and it could be addressed more. It is very important, of course, challenge, but also the material issue. Regardless, here I would like to refer to the political issue, regardless what will be the political structure of Nineveh Plain, regardless what will be the administrative borders of Nineveh Plain, at least we are quite sure. But right now, indeed, since June 2014, our border line is being drawn on the ground in relation to the public services, education, healthcare, and economy market between Nineveh Plain and Mosul. Non-Christian, non-Yazidien young person, whether a girl or boy, will go to attend high school in Mosul. No Christian or Yazidien woman will go to a hospital in Mosul to give birth. What is the alternative? What is the alternative? This borderline is being drawn. No Christian or Yazidi from Bashika, where the best olive productions in Iraq is being produced, will go to market in Mosul. What is the alternative? So these are the challenges, regardless what will be the political end. This, I hope, the NGOs who are, whether the implementing NGOs or the back donors NGOs, I hope they will take it in consideration. We, as CAPNI, we started already, we had allocated all our resources in the last 2.5 years for the displaced people. We were the leading agency to ensure the children to get formal schooling, because, you know, they came from Arabic school curriculum to Kurdish school curriculum, so it was not easy. You know, I will not go into details, but for example, first year, 2015-16 school year, we were collecting and bringing 3,150 children every day for the school year to get their school year. Last year, which is just ended in May, end of May, 2,200, and we are planning for next year as well. Now we are allocating, of course, we did a lot on relief. I will not go into details on clinic. We operated the Snouni hospital in Sinjar region. Now we are switching all our, as much as we can, resources to the Nineveh Plain. Already we started to rehabilitate 150 houses, private houses. We are rehabilitating right now 17 schools. We started child-friendly spaces in Teleskov and operating mobile clinics. And we have a lot to do, or at least we are planning a lot to do in next months, and hopefully, because, you know, whereas we know that all our people displaced were forced to flee and became displaced in one overnight, we never expect them to go back in 1 year. It will take a couple of years. So whereas we are working to enable people to go back, but we should keep also in mind to help the people who will stay longer before they go back. For example, in Batnaya, for the people who will not go back because of the huge destruction, the infrastructure, these challenges, I will, because of time, I will not go into details. In this, we need the intervene of the international community, because we don't trust the Iraqi government, and we never encourage international community to deliver the support for the Nineveh Plain community, Christians, Yazidis, through the Iraqi government. A government who failed to protect us, a government who failed to respond to our needs when we were displaced. Why should we trust her that it will help us in reconstruction? Moreover, it has been quite clear from the behavior of the Iraqi government, it had the will to use the economy to twist the arm to achieve some political issues. We see now 17% of the Kurdistan region portion of the from the Iraqi budget is not being transferred to Iraq since a couple of years. And now the last issue was the harvest of the farmers in the region of Kurdistan. Now the Iraqi government are not receiving just 35% of it. So the Baghdad government, which used the economy, the fair needs of the people, to misuse them in achieving political agenda, how and why should I trust such a government to handle the reconstruction program of my people? In addition of that, of course, with proudly, Iraqi government can say that for a couple of years it is still leading the list of the most corrupted governments all over the world. So here I would say that we are thankful and pleased to all of the governments, all the church, NGOs who supported us and still are supporting us to deal with the outcomes of the crisis. But we need to think to deal with the roots of the crisis. Thanks to all who support the displaced. Thanks to all who support the refugees. But we need to deal with the issue of the roots of the problem. Why we are becoming refugees? Why we are becoming displaced in our homeland? Let us touch once and forever, fix the roots of the problem, then it's solved. Now I'm in Brussels, I'm in a hotel, simply because I don't have a home here. Let us encourage and help do what will leave our people to feel home in Iraq, then they will not seek hotels in Scandinavia or in Europe. Thank you.